Okie dokie. Hey, hi, hello. Welcome back, Alexandrian Codex. Um, Today we're gonna look at what the AI has done, and I'll talk a little bit about what I got done today. This is an observer game I'm running at the end of my work day at like 4 a.m. um, is Hawaii, naturally socialist Hawaii, because why not? Um, yeah, yeah, the U.S. Unexpectedly went and conquered Sonora a few years ago. I'm a bit surprised by that. I made a couple of changes to the Canadian annexation events. On the whole, they look like they're working great. You might say, Alex, it's 1872. By now, Newfoundland should have the ability to join Canada, and you're right. But Newfoundland had an independence revolt and is now not a part of anyone's sphere, and their relations with Canada are non-existent. So they don't meet the requirements for the annexation event. Oddly enough, so independent Newfoundland is a thing that can happen. I guess. I'm quite surprised. Dine, I didn't include in the British or the Canadian annexation events until 1920, so this is working as intended. Or WAD, this is working as designed. Algonquin. Again, I typed ALG instead of AGQ in the event. And I do not know why. I do not know why. It's very easy. It's very easy. Here, get this out of here. Give me this. So, just AGQ. Yeah, see, it's in there now as AGQ, and we can double check that AGQ is the right tag by going into common, going into country. Yeah, it's the wrong one. Going into countries and looking for AGQ. There it is, Algonquin. But still, in my brain, I'm like, ah, yes, Algonquin, ALG. Those are the first three letters. So it's a hell of a lot of trial and error and just typos for this one province that never does anything. The rest of this is 1920 territory. I've changed what Canada gets cores on. Now they'll be getting cores on all of this, and they'll be getting this province that... I thought that this province bordered the sea, but Indian Lake sure doesn't, so we'll go ahead and let Canada get that in 1870, whenever they annexed this. The British Columbia events were great. Gold events work pretty well. I have a couple of edits I'm making. I made it so that LA and San Francisco don't produce gold, because they don't. But I forgot to make San Diego not produce gold. Truckee is this is where all the gold in California is. Now there's some spattered around the Mojave and other places, but if there's one province to represent it, this is definitely it. I need to cut this one. Well, I've already cut this one. Yeah, the gold is actually worked quite well. This fucking mess of culture is just amazing. Working perfectly. So British Columbia had this when these went, and they attracted all kinds of weird cultures that they've done a pretty good job integrating. The Russians were also attracting Polish migrants up here as well. And I don't think... Oh, no, this one has attracted some odd interest. As far as culture map goes, in 1870 it's about... Well, about what I'd expect. It's a fucking mess, but that's fine. Mexico managed to annex Texas, beat back Rio Grande, but Yucatan finally broke them. Yucatan was the straw that broke the camel's back. Humorously enough. Just analytic philosophy. Research stuff to boost our economy. No. We're just getting really smart here. That was me clicking out, right? That was... Yes. Oh god. Like it crashed. Oh shit. What'd I do on April 1873? Yeah, the AI's done. pretty well for itself. I'm genuinely surprised. So most of what I did today is not very noticeable, honestly. Unless you spend a lot of time staring at the population map, and then you'll notice some stuff has changed. Essentially, let me just... I'm gonna talk about it, I might as well talk about it. Okay, let's talk about the US population. Joy, oh joy. So, HPM did not... So, here, this is, sort by free D to A. So we should be seeing New York, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Tennessee. We should be seeing this order for actual population. These pop numbers I pulled off of actual census data, so this is the order that we should be seeing population in. And conversely, we see this. Compare the two. This is how they line up. So New York is right. Well, New York is number 1, Pennsylvania number 2, Ohio's number 3, Virginia, and North Carolina. So immediately we start seeing mistakes. Indiana's not as high as it should be. Also, Indiana was like surprisingly, is not that populous. So I had to go in and change quite a few things you'll see here. Now I haven't removed any pops. I wanted to, and I may yet, but I haven't removed any. So, this will auto sum. So I've added 535157. 535157. Wow. 535157 times 4. I've added what, 2 million people to the United States today? Yeah. And it's still roughly in the right population constraints. We are not over the US population in 1840, so everything's fine. I may yet go in and reduce the population in Arkansas, DC, Florida, New Jersey, Tennessee, Virginia, South Carolina, and New York. I don't know... Or sorry, Illinois and New York. I'm like, South Carolina, I increased that one. Get this out of here, that's confusing me. New York, Illinois, North Carolina, Indiana, Missouri, Florida, Wisconsin, Arkansas all have too many people. I don't know why HPM boosted the pops there so much, but they did. So I may go in and cut those, but for the time being, I'm okay with leaving it. Adding population is a lot easier than taking it away. Like a lot easier. Basically, you just throw them into into farmers or laborers, and then they'll auto promote to whatever you need. It's the laziest way to increase population. I did it in a more nuanced way than that, but generally, that's the easiest way. So, the US economy has been changed a little bit. Yeah. I did decide against going with gold in one of these three, because by percentage of income, cotton was a bigger deal for the region. So I'm sold on that. That's part of why I've moved just to one gold province per... Well, one gold per California. Alaska ends up getting like 3, because Nome, Gold Rush, Fairbanks, and Kenai is really where the first gold was found back in 1848. These haven't fired off yet. These are pretty important. I don't know. I'm probably gonna play with California more. Like the reason San Francisco, LA, and San Diego are so populous is because they were port cities during the gold rush. Not because there was actually like gold in San Francisco. There wasn't really. It was because that was where people got off the boats to go to everything, or where the banks were to deposit what they got. So that's why these grew. But Vicky 2 doesn't simulate that very well. I don't know what to do with those. I'm kind of happy to just leave it for the time being. The US AI is like super aggro about its sphere of influence. I love it. It's making me proud. At this rate, it might actually get Newfoundland in its sphere. Maybe. If it does, Newfoundland can petition to join the United States. What else did I do today? Yeah, gold can now be found in California, Arizona, Colorado. I mean, we're seeing that here. Colorado, British Columbia, Nevada, Alaska, but those haven't popped in yet because those are much later. Ontario, the gold site in Ontario is like right fucking on the line here. So I went with this because it starts out, well, it's Canadian sooner rather than later. This was one of the biggest gold finds of the 19th century, sorry. Utah, yeah, they have gold. We haven't seen it yet, though we should see it within the next 5 years. Ooh. Militant Socialist, my man! Ah, it's beautiful. But they're gonna get crushed. The US has a lot of fucking troops now. Okay, we'll just not look at that. No, look at that, my people. So we're gonna see oil in Indiana. We're gonna see oil in New Mexico. And we're gonna see oil in Ohio in the next decade or two. I'm not gonna record long enough, but those events should work. I'm tempted to not even bother playtesting it and just assume it'll work out. But I've made it 40 years. What's another 10 or 20? I'll probably look into more gold and oil events later down the line. So nothing too exciting today. No political events. Nothing too crazy. Just making sure everything works. Making sure everything works better. Oh shit! What am I talking about? Canada. Yeah, Canada's on this fucking list. Yeah. So HPM also depopulated Canada, like, a lot. Like 95,201 here. What's the total here? 91,946. 91,946 times 4. I've added 300,000, 400,000 people to California. California! Yeah, the California of the North, Canada. So Canada is actually able to, I don't know, build an army. Not much of one, but, you know, look at that. That's not bad. And at the beginning, they can build a small army as well. They actually have a decent economy. Yeah, and this is... Ontario and Quebec are now as densely populated as they should have been. Now, I should note that the population is actually still probably a little small because the census data I used is from 1831. And obviously 1831 is 5 years before the start date here, so if anything, Canada is still a little nerfed, but I'm working on it. I'm twerking on it. Yeah. That's been my day today. Good shit. Yeah. Gone fast. I haven't been working much this last week, so it was nice to get back in the right headspace, hop into things. Hopefully this week I'll, what is this? Ooh, is this like the last week of May? I want to release this at the end of May. It will be incomplete, but I like the mechanics that have been added. I should go through and make sure all of the other events are working regarding like the potential annexation of different Canadian territories by the United States, yada yada yada. The Canadian revolts, the Mexican revolts, I really want to tack down. I can get those done this week, no problem. I might give Dine more territories up here. I mean, they're basically a placeholder, and I kind of intend to just leave them as a placeholder. The Year of Abundance. Huh. Weird. I ain't never seen that before. Okay, yeah. What's my upper house doing? Not nearly socialist enough. I'm just amazed that the United States went on the offensive. I have not given them an event to annex Sonora, so I'm curious what that's about. Also, they did not use the Gadsden Purchase to acquire Tucson and Animas here. They they straight up went to war with Mexico 4 times. First time was for, you know, the normal stuff. Then this, and then Sonora. God, I fear the Americans. You can't see their upper house from Diplo menu, can you? Democrats. Yeah, they are very powerful and will just continue to spiral rapidly out of control. Mission accomplished. US is even more bullshit overpowered than ever, but that's the groundwork. Now we start adding depth and substance and events, which are going to take longer because I actually have to write those and figure out how I want to script those and yada yada yada. Phase 1's going to be Canadian revolts, Mexican revolts in Sonora and California, and try to get that a little more flavorful, a little bit more flavorful. After that, I want to focus on adding more to the slavery debate in terms of events regarding important figures at the time. Again, pushing the edutainment a little bit with this mod. Then probably major labor movement figures in the United States. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna shut up now. I'm gonna let this keep going, but you've seen enough, right? You're satiated for today. I do not know what I will be streaming, when I will be streaming. I was playing Civ 4 Cavemen to Cosmos. It's fun. I might hop back into that. I might not. I might. I don't know. I'm pretty happy just working. Oh, thank God they finally annexed it. I was hoping that would work itself out because otherwise I needed to create a workaround, but it's fine. I haven't really been wanting to play much. I've been wanting to binge Star Trek and talk to people. I guess affiliates can, what the fuck is the word? Can, have watch parties on Twitch now, so I could do that. I don't know. Anyway, until tomorrow, I'm gonna say toodaloo. Take care. I will see you then. Bye-bye.